inside each one of us lies a sleeping giant, a force so powerful it can reshape destinies. Right now, in this very moment, you stand at the edge of the most crucial decision of your life. The decision to kill the boy and give birth to the man within you. Look at your life right now. The video games collecting dust, the unmade bed, the dreams you keep pushing to someday. Every morning you wake up, you have a choice. Remain in the safety of boyhood or step into the arena of manhood. But here's the brutal truth. That comfort zone you're clinging to, it's not protecting you. It's slowly killing your potential, suffocating your greatness. One easy day at a time. Your life-changing moment isn't coming tomorrow. It's not waiting for next year. It's right here, right now, in this heartbeat. That fire in your gut telling you something needs to change, that's not anxiety. That's your destiny calling. That unease you feel when you look in the mirror, that's not self-doubt. That's your future self screaming to break free. The world doesn't need more boys wearing men's clothes. It doesn't need more bodies taking up space. The world is hungry for men who own their power, who stand firm in their purpose, who build legacies that outlast their lives. This isn't about age. This isn't about circumstances. This is about making the decision that separates the extraordinary from the average. The decision to stop existing and start living. The decision to trade comfort for growth, excuses for results, and wishes for work. Your crossroads is here. The boy who walks in today must die so the man can rise tomorrow. There's no middle ground, no halfway point, no partial transformation. It's time to choose. Will you remain a boy playing life safe or become the man you were born to be? You're sitting there right now, holding on to habits that keep you small. That phone you check every 5 minutes, those endless gaming sessions stretching into dawn, the constant need for others' approval, these aren't just habits, they're chains binding the man inside you. Let's talk about that boy who needs to die. He's the one making excuses, blaming his parents for not giving him enough, blaming his teachers for not teaching him right, blaming the economy for his empty bank account. He's the one who thinks responsibility is a burden rather than a bridge to freedom. That boy needs to go. This boy lives in your parents' shadow, content with handouts and allowances. He's comfortable letting others solve his problems, fix his mistakes, clean up his messes. Every time something goes wrong, he looks around for someone else to blame. Every time life gets hard, he retreats to his comfort zone, seeking escape in mindless entertainment and temporary pleasures. The luxury of making decisions, of getting drunk, of enjoying the nightclub. The procrastination mindset, which is the psyche of the Americans, the procrastination mindset. I start Monday, I'll begin next month, I'll change next year. That's the boy talking. He's always waiting for the perfect moment, the right time, the perfect circumstance. But here's the truth. That perfect moment doesn't exist. It never has and it never will. Look at your room right now. Is it clean? Look at your goal from last year. Did you achieve them? Look at your bank account. Is it growing? The boy lives in chaos and calls it freedom. He mistakes independence for rebellion against order and discipline. That victim mentality you're carrying around, the one that tells you life is unfair, that others have it easier, that you deserve better without working for it, that's the boy's favorite shield against reality. It's comfortable being a victim because victims don't have to take responsibility. Victims get sympathy without having to change. The boy chases quick fixes and instant gratification. He wants the muscles without the sweat, the success without the struggle, the respect without the character. He's always looking for shortcuts, trying to cheat the process, hoping to find an easy way out. Every time you hit the snooze button, instead of hitting the gym, the boy wins. Every time you choose video games over books, the boy wins. Every time you pick fast food over cooking a healthy meal, the boy wins. Every time you blame others for your situation, the boy wins. But here's what the boy doesn't understand. Life isn't against you. It's for you. Those challenges you're avoiding, they're not obstacles. They're opportunities. That responsibility you're running from, it's not a burden, it's a blessing. That discomfort you fear, it's not your enemy, it's your teacher. The boy must die because he's living life in reverse. Seeking pleasure before purpose, comfort before character, praise before performance. He's stuck in a loop of instant gratification that leads nowhere except back to the beginning. Today, right here, right now, that boy must die. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready, because the truth is, you'll never feel ready. The boy will always find reasons to wait, excuses to stay the same, justifications for remaining small. The death of the boy isn't a single moment. It's a series of choices. Each time you choose discipline over distraction, growth over comfort, responsibility over excuses, you're putting another nail in the boy's coffin. Each time you face your fears, instead of running from them, you're digging the boy's grave deeper. Every major transformation in nature comes with a price. The snake must shed its skin, experiencing days of blindness and vulnerability. The lobster must break its old shell, lying defenseless as it grows a new one. The eagle must tear out its own feathers and break its beak against rocks to live another season. Your transformation will hurt. Those old friends who loved the boy you were, they might not understand the man you're becoming. They'll try to pull you back, keep you small, hold you in place. Why are you changing? They'll ask. You're not fun anymore. They'll complain. You think you're better than us? They'll accuse. When you start waking up at 5 a.m. while they're still sleeping, they won't get it. When you choose books over bars, they won't understand. When you start investing your money instead of wasting it, they'll call you cheap. When you begin building your business instead of playing games, they'll say you're obsessed. When breaking familiar patterns feels like ripping off a Band-Aid that's been stuck on too long, your mind will fight you, your body will resist you, your emotions will try to sabotage you. That's the price of growth. Temporary discomfort for permanent improvement. You'll face criticism. People will mock your dreams, question your choices, doubt your abilities. The boy inside you will want to quit, to go back to being liked, to return to the comfort of mediocrity. But the man you're becoming knows that other people's opinions are the tax you pay for success. Building mental toughness isn't comfortable. It's like building muscle. The fibers must tear before they can grow stronger. Your comfort zone must break before it can expand. Your old beliefs must shatter before new ones can take root. There will be days when you feel alone, nights when you question everything, moments when going back seems easier than pushing forward. That's not weakness. That's the price of transformation. The old version of you must experience death before the new version can be born. You'll lose sleep, you'll miss parties, you'll sacrifice temporary pleasures for long-term gains. While others are relaxing, you'll be working. While they're spending, you'll be saving. While they're dreaming, you'll be doing. When most people are waiting for the boss's retirement, you on free in the future. You with resources. You with education. You with income. But here's what makes it worth it. Every price you pay is an investment in your future self. Every comfort you sacrifice is a brick in the foundation of your legacy. Every criticism you endure is proof you're moving in the right direction. The price of growth isn't a penalty, it's a filter. It separates those who want change from those who are willing to become change. It divides those who dream of success from those who are willing to pay its full price. The hardest truth about boyhood is that it has nothing to do with age. Walk into any office, look around any neighborhood, and you'll find 50-year-old boys trapped in men's bodies. They're easy to spot once you know the signs. The first sign is blaming circumstances. Listen to their words. My parents didn't give me opportunities. The economy is against me. I wasn't born in the right place. Nobody gave me a chance. The boy sees himself as a leaf in the wind, blown about by forces beyond his control. He's mastered the art of explaining why things happen to him, but never by him. Watch how they chase entertainment like it's oxygen. Their phones are never more than an arm's reach away. Their social media feeds are endless streams of distraction. They're always looking for the next show to binge, the next game to play, the next trend to follow. The boy treats life like a spectator sport, watching others' life while his own life passes by. See how they run from challenges. The moment something gets hard, a relationship, a job, a goal, they're gone. They quit jobs at the first sign of pressure. They abandon projects at the first obstacle. They ghost relationships at the first conflict. The boy mistakes running away for freedom, quitting for self-care. Look at how they live without purpose. Each day bleeds into the next with no direction, no growth, no improvement. They drift through life like tourists, sampling experiences, but never committing to a destination. Ask them about their 5-year plan, they'll give you a blank stare. Or vague dreams with no concrete steps. Notice their emotional decisions. Money burns a hole in their pocket. They buy what they want when they want it, regardless of consequences. Their feelings drive every choice. Angry, quit the job. Sad, buy something. Bored, start a relationship. Happy, spend everything. The boy lets emotions be his GPS, then wonders why he keeps getting lost. The most dangerous sign is their short-term thinking. They sacrifice their future for present comfort. Credit cards maxed out for temporary pleasures. Skills left undeveloped for immediate entertainment. Relationships burned for momentary satisfaction. Health traded for convenient habits. Platforms for maximizing pay. This is why the rich made rich again. Education provided for temporary satisfaction. Health traded for perfection of being. They're always talking about someday. Someday they'll start that business. Someday they'll get in shape. Someday they'll learn that skill. Someday they'll start saving. But in the boy's dictionary, someday is just another word for never. The boy measures his worth by what he owns, not what he builds. By what he takes, not what he gives. By what he knows, not what he learns. By who likes him, not who respects him. He confuses motion with progress, busy with productive, information with knowledge, attention with respect, following with leading, attachment to objective truth, authenticity, authority. The boy lives for Friday and hates Monday. He counts down the hours at work while counting up the likes on his posts. He knows the stats of his favorite sports team, but doesn't know his own credit score. He can recite movie dialogues, but hasn't read a book in years. To recognize the moment of success, is there no blessing? These aren't just habits, they're symptoms. Symptoms of a mindset that keeps millions trapped in perpetual boyhood. A mindset that mistakes comfort for success, pleasure for fulfillment, and entertainment for happiness. The tragedy isn't that these signs exist, it's that they're accepted as normal. Society has normalized boyhood, made it comfortable to remain unchanged, unchallenged, and unfulfilled. But normal is broke. Normal is stuck. Normal is scared. And you weren't born to be normal. Taking complete responsibility isn't just about owning your mistakes, it's about owning your life. A man understands that everything in his life, good or bad, is a product of his choices. Lost your job? A man asks what skills he needs to improve. Failed a relationship? A man examines his own behaviors first. Broke? A man looks at his spending habits before blaming the economy. Social pressure. Financial discipline sets the man apart from the boy. Watch how a man treats money. He's not obsessed with showing it off. He's focused on making it work. Every dollar has a purpose. He builds emergency funds before buying luxury items. He invests before he indulges. His bank account grows while others shrink because he understands that money is a tool, not a toy. A man builds while others consume. While boys are busy playing video games, he's building his business. While they're watching YouTube, he's creating content. While they're scrolling through social media, he's building his network. While they're talking about ideas, he's building prototypes. A man understands that consumption without creation leads to an empty life. Strategic thinking separates men from boys. A man plays chess while a boy plays checkers. Every decision is measured against his long-term goals. Should he buy that new car? He calculates the impact on his business capital. Should he take that job? He evaluates how it fits into his 5-year plan. Should he enter that relationship? He considers how it aligns with his life purpose. Leading by example isn't a choice for a man, it's a way of life. He doesn't tell others to work hard. They see him working before sunrise. He doesn't preach about health. They see him in the gym when it's empty. He doesn't talk about discipline. They see him studying while they're partying. His life is his message. Creating value for others is a man's signature mark. Boys take value, they drain resources, energy, and time from others. Men multiply value. They make situations better, people stronger, organizations more effective. In every room, a man asks himself, what can I contribute? Not what can I get. In every room, a man asks himself, what can I get? The legacy mindset guides every decision a man makes. He plants trees he'll never sit under. He builds businesses that will outlast him. He creates systems that will serve others long after he's gone. A man understands that true greatness isn't measured by what he accumulates, but by what he leaves behind. A man's word is his bond. When he says he'll do something, it's as good as done. He doesn't make excuses, he makes adjustments. He doesn't explain failures, he delivers results. His reliability isn't a coincidence, it's a conscious choice, repeated daily. Time management reveals the man. He doesn't kill time, he invests it. Every hour is accounted for. Every day is planned. Every week moves him closer to his goals. He knows time is the only resource he can't get back, so he treats it with respect. In what form government owns you, life and death will decide in the United States. Life and death will decide in the United States. In what form government controls space, life, and death. A man faces his fears daily, not because he's fearless, but because he knows courage is a muscle that grows stronger with use. He's afraid of failure like everyone else, but he moves forward anyway. He's uncertain about the future, but he plans for it regardless. The worst case scenario, he can live with it, just as long as his faith Jesus is with him. On the physical discipline marks the man. He treats his body like a high-performance machine, not an amusement park. Exercise isn't optional. It's as essential as breathing. Healthy eating isn't a diet, it's a lifestyle. Rest isn't lazy, it's strategic. Emotional maturity distinguishes the man. He feels deeply, but thinks clearly. Anger doesn't control him, he channels it into productive action. Fear doesn't paralyze him, it sharpens his focus. Desire doesn't rule him, it motivates his discipline. A man's relationships reveal his character. He doesn't use people, he invests in them. He doesn't manipulate, he communicates. He doesn't demand respect, he earns it. His relationships aren't transactions, their partnerships. The man understands that knowledge without action is worthless. He's not trying to be the smartest person in the room. He's focused on being the most effective. He doesn't read books to quote them. He reads them to apply them. He doesn't attend seminars to collect certificates. He goes to implement strategies. Most importantly, a man knows this transformation never ends. There's no graduation from manhood, no final level to reach. Every day brings new challenges to face, new skills to master, new heights to climb. The moment he thinks he's made it is the moment he starts sliding back into boyhood. These marks of manhood aren't goals to reach. They're standards to live by. They're not achievements to unlock. They're commitments to keep. They're not finish lines to cross. They're paths to walk daily. Success leaves clues. A transformation from boy to man isn't random. It follows a clear pattern. Let's break down the daily habits that forge manhood. Morning routines make the man. While boys hit snooze until the last possible moment, you're up at 5 a.m. The first hour shapes your next 23 hours. Your morning isn't about waking up. It's about waking up your potential. 60 minutes of reading, exercise, and planning before the world starts making demands on your time. Reading isn't a hobby anymore, it's your daily bread. The average person reads 1 book a year. The average CEO reads 60 books a year. See the connection? Your mind needs fuel like your body needs food. 30 pages daily minimum. Biography, business, psychology, strategy. Feed your mind what it needs to grow. Physical training builds more than muscle. Each rep teaches discipline. Every set builds mental toughness. That last mile develops perseverance. Your body is sending messages to your mind. Hard things are possible. Pain is temporary. I can push beyond limits. 3 hours minimum weekly in the gym, no excuses, no negotiation. Skills development becomes your obsession. While others perfect their gaming skills, you're mastering marketable abilities. 1 new skill every quarter. Public speaking, digital marketing, financial analysis, sales, coding. The market rewards rare and valuable skills. Become rare, become valuable. Network building is a daily practice. Your network determines your net worth. Each day reach out to 1 person who's where you want to be. Don't ask for jobs, offer value. Don't seek favors, seek knowledge. Your contacts list should look like your goals list. 5 meaningful connections weekly, minimum. The investment mindset reshapes everything. Money isn't for spending, it's for multiplying. Knowledge isn't for showing off, it's for applying. Time isn't for killing, it's for maximizing. Relationships aren't for using, they're for growing. 20% of everything you earn goes straight to investments. No exceptions. Track everything that matters. Your workouts, your reading, your spending, your time. Numbers don't lie and they don't care about your feelings. Weekly reviews become your reality check. Monthly goals become your minimum standards. Quarterly targets become your stepping stones. And your phone becomes a tool, not a master. Social media gets time limits. Notifications get turned off. Apps get deleted. Every piece of technology must justify its place in your life by how it serves your goals. Your environment shapes your transformation. Clean your space daily. Organize your workplace weekly. Upgrade your surroundings monthly. Your outer world reflects your inner world. A boy lives in chaos and calls it creativity. A man creates order and calls it foundation. Sleeping becomes strategic. 8 hours isn't a luxury, it's a requirement. Your bedroom becomes a sanctuary. No phones, no TV, no distractions. Recovery is as important as activity. You can't transform if you're exhausted. Your circle must change. Some friends will resist your growth. Let them go. Some habits will fight your progress. Break them. Some places will pull you back. Avoid them. Transformation requires elimination as much as addition. Language patterns must shift. I'll try becomes I will. Maybe later becomes now or never. I wish becomes I work. Someday becomes day one. Your words shape your reality. Choose them carefully. This process isn't comfortable, but comfort isn't the goal. Growth is. Progress is. Transformation is. Every day, you're either building the man you want to become or feeding the boy you need to leave behind. There's no middle ground. The time for planning is over. The time for action is now. Let's break down exactly what you need to do in the next 24 hours to start this transformation. First action, clean your space completely. Right after this speech, spend 2 hours minimum. Every gaming console manifested. Every gaming monitor manifested. Every piece of junk food, throw it out. Every distraction, remove it. Your space isn't just where you live, it's where you transform. Make it worthy of the man you're becoming. Second action, write down every excuse you've used in the last month. Every reason why you couldn't do something. Every justification for staying the same. Then burn that paper. Those excuses die today. No ceremony, no hesitation, just elimination. Create your non-negotiable morning routine. Starting tomorrow. 5 a.m. wake up, school's on, much is done. 30 minutes exercise, 20 minutes reading, 10 minutes planning. No debate, no discussion. This is yours. New normal. Set up daily accountability right now. Find someone who's already living the life you want. Message them today. Tell them your goals. Ask if they'll check on your progress weekly. Offer something valuable in return. Make the connection before you sleep tonight. Open a new savings account immediately. Name it Freedom Fund. Set up automatic transfers for 20% of every dollar you earn. This isn't about getting rich. It's about building your escape route from boyhood. Create your skills acquisition plan. This week, choose one vital skill to master. This month, find 3 online courses for that skill. This quarter, complete 1 course. This year, earn certification or create proof of mastery. Start tracking everything. Daily habits in a simple notebook. Weekly progress in a digital spreadsheet. Monthly goals on your wall where you can't ignore them. Quarterly reviews with your accountability partner. Build your resource library. Download 5 audiobooks for your commute. Bookmark 3 expert blogs in your field. Subscribe to 2 professional journals. The World Economic Forum and the Journal of Management. Join 1 paid mastermind group. Set up your environment for success. Put your workout clothes next to your bed. Lead social media apps from your phone. Block entertainment websites during work hours. Screen on laptops features except for family and sign on for work. Refund ships. Place books in every room. Create consequence contracts. If you miss a workout, double the next one. If you skip reading, donate to a cause you dislike. If you waste time, wake up an hour earlier. That is the waste of your life. If you break a commitment, make a public admission. Schedule weekly review sessions. Sunday night, plan your week. Wednesday night, midweek correction. Friday night, progress evaluation. Monthly, goal recalibration. Start building your professional network. Reach out to 3 mentors this week. Attend 1 industry event this month. Join 2 professional organizations this quarter. Create value for 5 new connections this year. These aren't suggestions, they're not guidelines, they're not recommendations. They're commands from your future self. Each one you ignore is another day you choose boyhood over manhood. The next 24 hours will determine the next 24 years. Your actions right after this speech will show whether you're serious about transformation or just playing with ideas. Moment creates motivation, not the other way around. Don't wait until you feel ready. Don't wait until you feel motivated. Don't wait until you feel certain. Act now. Start ugly. Start small. But start today. This is your moment of decision. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Right now. You feel that fire in your chest right now. That's not excitement. That's recognition. Your true self recognizing its moment of liberation. But this fire will fade in a few hours unless you act on it now. Now, how many more mornings will you wake up feeling trapped in a life that's too small for you? How many more nights will you go to bed promising tomorrow will be different? How many more years will slip by while you're waiting for the perfect moment to change? Look at your hands. These aren't just hands. They're tools of transformation. They can pick up books or game controllers. They can open investment accounts or scroll social media. They can build businesses or waste time. The choice is yours, but you must choose now. Your future self is watching you right now. He's standing in the life you could have, looking back at this moment. He knows whether you took action or just nodded in agreement. He knows if you became the man you could be or if you stayed the boy you were comfortable being. He's waiting to exist or waiting to die. And only your next actions will decide his fate. The clock is ticking. Every heartbeat is a moment gone. Every breath is a chance dying. While you sit there thinking about transformation, other men are making it happen. While you're planning to start tomorrow, they're building their empires today. While you're waiting for permission, they're asking for forgiveness. No more excuses about your past. No more stories about your circumstances. No more lies about someday. Your past is a lesson, not a life sentence. Your circumstances are a challenge, not a chain. Your someday is right now or it's never. The world needs men, real men, strong men. Men who build, who lead, who create, who protect, who provide. The world is tired of boys in men's bodies, making noise but no impact, taking up space but creating no value. Your transformation isn't just about you. It's about every life you'll touch, every person you'll lead, every child you'll inspire, every problem you'll solve, every value you'll create. The boy affects only himself. The man impacts generations. This is your declaration of war against mediocrity, your rebellion against average, your revolution against ordinary. The boy in you must die so the man in you can live. There's no middle ground, no compromise, no partial commitment. Stand up right now, right where you are. Stand up and make your decision. Not a promise. Anyone can make promises. Not a plan. Any boy can make plans. Make a decision. An unchangeable, unshakable, unmistakable decision. Will you remain a boy, comfortable but unfulfilled, safe but sorry, alive but not living? Or will you become a man, challenged but charging forward, tested but triumphant, scarred but successful? The boy you've been is waiting to die. The man you can be is waiting to live. The next move is yours. Thank you so much. And please do. Make it now. Make it count. Make it last. The time for thinking is over. The time for transformation is now. What's your next move?